So today we're going to be diving deep on how to successfully start your business and a few straightforward steps. So step one is choosing a business name. You're going to want to choose a name that is not really easy for someone to know right off the bat exactly what it is. There are words that can be considered red flag or approval killing words. These words can be like real estate, property, finance, funding, wealth, assets. I mean, the list goes on. The idea is just to ensure that the name that you pick is unique and it doesn't say exactly what it is that your business is going to be doing. Let it be a little bit mysterious. If you're having a hard time choosing your name for your business, you can always use a name generator like ChatGPT, or even just ask a friend. You'd be surprised by just bouncing off ideas what names you guys will come up with. Step two is to figure out where your business location is going to be. So the idea is to use an address that is specific to commercial, okay? You want to avoid using your own personal home address or even a friend's address. If you're going to be using virtual office services, that's great, but just make sure that you're looking up the address that they're providing by simply going to Google Earth, Google Maps, for example, and just make sure that it looks like a legitimate structure that a commercial or a business would be operating from. This is key because there are businesses that will be looking further into this, and especially if you're looking for funding, you just want to make sure that you have all your T's crossed and all your I's dotted. Step three is going to be setting up your contact information for your business. Now, a lot of times when you get your virtual address, you might see that they offer the phone number as well. If you want to get it separate, that's perfectly fine. You can use a third party, but just ensure that when someone actually calls to verify that number, it's legitimate to your business. The next step after you've acquired this legitimate phone number for your business is to register it with the 411. This step is really going to help when you're seeking funding and just establishing legitimacy. Step four is to register your business. You can do this on the e-Secretary of State if you're looking to do it yourself. If you do find that you're in a state that is a little bit tricky, then I highly recommend to hire an expert to take care of this tricky part for you. That way it'll ensure you don't have to go back and then redo things, and it'll just cut the process time in half for you. Step five is to create a logo. So I think that this is key because you want to ensure that you're actually branding your business. If you don't know somebody that's already a graphic designer, then you can always use a platform called like Fiverr, for example. They have very quick turnaround time. Just like anything, just look at the reviews, be very specific about what it is that your business does and what you desire, so that way they can bring that idea into fruition for you. This process can be as quick as you want it to be. So most designers can have it ready between 24 to 72 hours. This just completely depends on how tricky or how intricate your logo design is. Step six is building an online presence. So even if you have to just get a one-page website, I highly encourage you to do so. This is just another way to ensure that your business is legit. You can get a domain by GoDaddy, I like to use. Just make sure that you're not spending an arm and leg on the website. This is simply just to legitimize your business. If you're looking to use a merchant like Stripe, for example, your website might need to be a little bit more detailed, so they will require you to provide a list of the different services and or / products that you're providing. You can expect this from most merchants just to ensure that you're in appliance with their service agreement. Step seven is identifying your NAICS. It's your NAICS number. And essentially this number is going to just identify what it is that your business does. So I'd get really familiar with this because when you do go to banks, this number they're going to be asking you for, and it'll just help avoid any delays. I typically use number 541611. It's specific to administrative consulting. Step 8 is setting up your business banking account. So I highly recommend to go with either a big corporation and even a smaller credit union or local bank in your area. A big corporation that I like to use is Chase, just for convenience. No matter where I go, I can walk into a Chase bank. But I would highly recommend to just look into the different options that are available to you. Now, you can always apply for these banks online. However, I highly encourage you to go into the bank. It's really important to build rapport and to build these banking relationships. You'd be surprised how much more they're willing to do for you just by being able to put a face with a name. So step 9 is utilizing social media. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard this plenty before, but you'd be surprised how much credibility and outreach you can get to by using these platforms. So if you haven't already, I really encourage you to create an account specific to your business. Show people what it is that you do. And this, like I mentioned, it helps with credibility. You'd be surprised how many lenders will even look a little further into what it is that you do. So the final step, which is step 10, is going to be claiming your business on listing platforms. So I highly recommend to go onto Yelp, list your business. You do the same thing on Google. Now, I know specifically with Google, once you register your business, they're going to send you a postcard with a specific numbers for your business. Once you receive this number, you'll input it and then it'll officially be active. And then now you can send out a link for people to leave you reviews. So this is just another way to build, that omnipresence and credibility. If you've already been providing services up to this point, feel free to reach out to people that you've provided service to in the past. You'd be surprised how many people are really satisfied with your product and are more than willing to share with everybody else. Remember, word of mouth is the best form of marketing. These are the 10 steps to starting your business, and if you've implemented or are going to implement them, then you are certainly on your way. Put in the comments if this was helpful. I hope it was, and if it wasn't, don't write anything in the comments. See you guys soon. Bye!